Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's August 16th,
What's with my comic book
2023,
database?
and we are live here on the four-color Freakout. And we've got lots of guests here, and let's, with no further let's get started here. All right, so Michael Taylor says, hello, Fossil Squadron. That's a good name, I guess.
Hey, Michael Taylor.
So we have Jambo, we have Night Tiger, we have Gotham City Comics from Mesa, Arizona, and we have Paulo Costa from Portugal. And there'll be some other people probably dropping in. I think there's someone else down. No, that's everybody. All right. So, Steve, Night Tiger, would you like to? Do you want to save your rant for your own channel, or do you want to rant a little bit here?
I'll do it.
I'll let you go first because we have no organization.
Let me get my notes.
Oh, he's got notes.
I got rant notes. So there hasn't been a good rant since CH66. We miss you. We miss the rants. So I actually emailed New Cadia. I said, what the heck's wrong with you people? They tweak your software because every time they scan a book, it puts in the beginning of the series date. So if they're scanning a 90s book of Batman, it puts in 1939 or 1940. And so when you go to look at new listings for Golden Age, it's just, especially at night, it's page after page of 90s and 2000 books. So what the heck's wrong with that? Okay, here. eBay sellers, turn your darn pictures around. We can't see it. We turn the phone and the picture turns again. We want to see the book. If I see a picture that's turned sideways, I skip over the listing. I'm so sick of it. And don't take pictures of the back of the comic while it's in the board. And show the board as the picture. What the is wrong with these people?
It's a good board.
Have you seen these people? They put a front picture, a back picture, but it's of the backing board.
I've never seen that.
I've not seen that guy
I've
yet.
seen it multiple times.
Well, that just proves our speculators are tourists, and we don't need more tourists.
Okay, you old man out there selling off your collection. What's with the oddball prices? Like $3.79 or $6.84. Just make it one solid 00 or 50 cents. And don't make all the damn listings the exact same price either. I see these books and their values are so far apart, but the seller just lists every book the same price. Knock it off. And these sellers don't arbitrarily and obviously jack up the prices to enormous heights just because it's past 1945 or something. It's falling apart, missing a cover, and they want like $500 for it. Okay, where are we at? Okay, that's it. That's my rant.
Okay.
Right.
Well, do you have any books to show?
Man, I'm pumped.
I even feel better after that, man.
What is New Cadia?
I'm a guest at this conference at a Hotel Orloff.
Yeah.
Guest speaker. It's been a while since I did a live show with anybody. That's my rant, unless you want me to show comics.
Yeah, I was
okay.
First,
I just got this in. I just opened it up.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's not the highest grade, but I did try to get... the first thing I always do is look at the spine. And I'm like, can I live with the spine? And if the staples are jacked up and they got that like rip right there, I'm like, Then I look around. What's the price for the next one? First grade. But this one's like I think it's probably a fine. And I haven't slipped it in the negligee yet, but I'm about to. I mean, I got a huge book in this package. If you want me to open it,
sure.
Does that one have a bark story?
What's that?
Does that Walt Disney Comics and Stories have a Carl Barks story?
I believe that is a Carl Barks cover.
What year is the comic? Do you recall?
48.
48. Okay.
48. That would be early Barks.
Well, if
sure
it's
to
not, then it'd be Walt Kelly.
cut in toward the comic.
Yeah, there's a big book in here. I didn't realize after I bought it, I was walking down the hall in my house and it just hit me. You know those prints that Jesse Simon was selling a couple years ago?
Yeah, yeah.
Of the really early golden age that his grandfather did. Well, one of them is on my wall, and I'm walking down the hall going, wait a minute. Is that the book that's on the wall? And it surely is.
Huh.
So it's a Joe Simon cover. It was $100, and I think that was cheap for this book. And it's in pretty decent shape.
Were the prints from original art that he had from his?
I believe so. I mean, it's no, not from the original art. No, he wishes he had that. So I picked this one up. I don't know what I paid for it. Showcase presents
Oh yeah.
the spec. I've been some reason falling into a lot of Silver Age DC these last few.
Go checks.
Okay, what else is in here? So I got money, and I had books like I had gone through, and I had them on my list, and I had, you know how fun it is to go through and pick and choose what you're going to buy next.
I used to know what that was like before the Biden era.
Mermaid.
The worst dressed mermaid in the world.
And 10-cent cover price. Man, I picked up a bunch of early adventures this week, which I have over here. Now, this is a second copy, and this is a 0.5. It's missing the centerfold, but it's a Schomburg.
Nice.
So now I have two. I think they're both missing centerfolds. I'll take this book all day long missing a centerfold. I paid $50 for it.
Wow.
Thought it was a steal. And the other one that I have, it has a kid penciled in, you know, like the letters with a line. Yeah. And I tried to lightly erase it and took some of the ink, and you could just slightly see yellow. And I'm like, oh, man. So, yeah, that's a beautiful book. I hadn't even looking at the comments here. Oh, what's up? There's a lot of people in here. Fireball, John Garis, Mike Taylor. Curator, what's up? Curator just put up
nice book, man.
Channel. You guys check out his channel yet? Comic Curator 68.
I don't know him.
Sub him up. He's I know him from Instagram. He just started a channel. He's got
not sure if I did or not, but I will.
Oh, he's there. I see him now. Okay, I gotta subscribe. Let me see if maybe I'm already subscribed and I even realize it.
Let me test you guys. Who does the cover?
Is that Starlin?
Bingo. Isn't that beautiful? I didn't have this one, and I saw it. I'm like, I don't have that. Nice. I have it. Captain Marvel 31. I love this run. There's some great bright colored covers in this run. Oh, Jamie, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna all like this. I can't believe this book was as cheap as it was.
Oh yeah, I just subscribed to him.
Got the 3 ghosts coming out. What is it? Witch.
Wow.
Yeah, that looks like that's from mycomicshop.com.
Oh yeah, that's where these came from.
All of these did?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's why the packaging's so nice.
I got a nice big book key right here. So let me tell you the prices on what I paid. So House of Secrets was $13, the one I just showed. This Captain Marvel was $25. It's like a 7580.
Okay.
The House of Secrets was a 40. Of course, this was a 0.5. This one was $16.75. It's a 40. So I'm giving it an extra grade because you know how my comic shop is. And
oh yeah, I talked to a guy that used to. I was in a comic shop in Texas, and this guy he couldn't have been more than 20 years old. Was telling me he had just finished working at Lone Star Comics. He wasn't working there anymore, but he was grading comics, and he said that they are told by the owner to undergrade the comics so there's no conflict with customers. So you can always count on it being at least maybe a point higher.
No, this is a 5.0 and it's $22. It was $22. Now I have to apologize. I have another book from my comic shop coming. It's the really big one that's on my wall, the Joe Simon. But I have another big book here still.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's call them big books and not keys because key is overused, man.
This book is from 1936.
Okay.
I'll let that sink in for a minute. Let me get a drink. So 1936, what could it be? It's a comic book. And it's what I consider, and if you read what's that book called? 10 cent something.
All in color for a dime.
Yeah. In there, one of the guys that writes his essay for the book, he says that this character is actually the first superpowered character in comics. And
Mandrake?
and I agree. No, he's earlier than Mandrake.
Super powered. And this is not just newspaper reprints.
You're not going to get it, I don't think. Oh yeah, it is newspaper reprints. I think the Mandrake story is maybe original. I'm not sure though. Oh shoot. Did I mess up? Oh, I did. That's right. So, man, I'm getting old. I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. So I had another issue of this much earlier. It was more pricey, and so I negotiated down with all these. But I did get another book. I have this already.
Okay.
And I paid $25 for this. Wait, let me see what I paid for. $21, and it's a 0.5. It is missing the centerfold. Or no, it's complete, but it's a split cover, I think.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it is the character I said though. It is. This is a Christmas cover. That's why I picked it up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, are you referring to Popeye as the superpower?
Yeah,
I was gonna guess that, but
he eats spinach and he gets extra strength, superpower that he didn't have.
yeah, true.
So this is a Christmas cover, and this is from 1936, and I have a complete copy of this already. But for $21, I don't think I can leave it.
Yeah,
1930, December 37.
And is it missing something? He said.
Yeah. Let me see. I think actually it's not missing anything. They said it's completely split cover.
Okay.
But it's my comic shop again. The cover is split almost to the midway. So maybe they undergraded that way.
Yeah, all you need is some masking tape.
But I have it already. But still, are you going to leave this if you have $21? This is a
No.
really
CGC doesn't count off if you use masking tape to repair that.
I have archival tape.
I would sew it with thread.
There you go.
Yeah, well, it looks pretty good.
I have to say one thing.
1936
This book smells incredible. I'm getting really high here.
Nice.
Mandrake.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've read the Mandrake, but it's really good. It's like short cliffhangers, and every time I was like, I got to read the next one.
Oh, that's cool.
Graphic Man said the Disney comic Night Tiger showed was a Walt Kelly cover.
Walt Kelly.
All right.
Michael Taylor says, very cool King Comics. Gotta love Popeye. Night Tiger. I was thinking Popeye. I was too, but I just don't think of Popeye I think of him as a comic strip character, not a comic book character.
In comics. That's where comics come from.
Well, oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, but
yeah, but yeah, I know. But
in comics, I mean,
I don't think there was any
whole medium.
But in 1936, were there any characters original to comics at that point? Or were they all newspaper?
I have a comic book that has one of the rare original strips in it. It's right here. And it's an expensive book. But one day I was trolling late night auctions, and there it was, and nobody bid on it. $25. It says right at the top, New Redmond Story of Red Eagle. So this book is let me look it up because I think it's from 1938 or something like that.
In popular culture, what would be the first superpowered hero of the 20th century? Would it be John Carter?
Well, yeah, you got to count him because when he went to Mars, he had superpowers.
It's no different from Superman. He's
Right.
basically where
Christopher
Superman, he had a
Planet?
red cape and all. And Superman originally just jumped.
Comic book database
Like
isn't.
John Carter.
I don't know what's going on with the comic book database. It's not working. But anyways, yeah, it says new story. I've seen this book. Usually goes for around 200 in any condition.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the early features by Dave McKay Comics. Popeye was the first comic that Popeye was in. It was the first one the Phantom was in comics.
Just looking at that, I think it was a pulp.
It's huge, dude. Look at this.
Oh. You got big chunks gone, but none of it's art. It's all an advertisement at the bottom.
Yeah, it's only the cover.
Well, I mean, but it's
Oh, no, first page.
The art. It's just an
But yeah.
advertisement for a prize.
Oh man, I was shit my pants when I got this for $25.
Was that from my comic shop?
No, it was online eBay. And then I picked this up last weekend. I think I got $12.50 for that. Now I did read.
Wow.
I read this, and it is horrible. But it's so bad. It's like entertaining. It's almost like Liefeld art.
Well, if it's entertaining, then it's not bad.
Because you got to take it for what it is, and you ask yourself, can you do any better? But it wasn't like these DCs where they tell you everything that's happening in the panel. That I can't stand.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
I
like
can't
that.
do better, but I can hire better. And Kurt Swan was never an interesting artist. I'd probably hire him to do a single panel strip in a local newspaper.
I mean, come on, look.
Superboy.
They need name tags on pieces of paper folded. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but United Nations, man, you guys are knocking the wrong era, man. You should be knocking the comics that came out this morning. Don't knock this shit.
Listen, you can tell the first issue that Jim Shooter comes on, the one that he provided layouts for Swan to copy, that thing has the best art that the Legions ever had up to then.
That issue there is phenomenal.
I agree. I love
the one that Jim Shooter laid out when he was 13.
I know. I have a bunch of those issues. They're good. This must have been mismarked. It was $5, and it was a half off sale too. And this was the best looking book of the three, and it's black cover. So I had a stack of books already. I was ready to go. I met my threshold, and I said, "Let me look in the A's." And I pulled that book out, and I'm like, "Oh crap! Let me put some books down." And I got some other ones. I got this for like $250 or $350. It's missing that corner up here, but I paged through it. The art in here is awesome.
Oh no, it's missing the value or the
code
stamp. Yeah, the code stamp.
But that cover, Raven the Bold.
It's a good cover, man. That's nice.
What else? Oh, this one I've had this one on my list for a while, but I usually, if I have money, I'll look at cool Silver Age, but I'll always go to Golden Age. But when I'm in the shops, is usually when I pick up Silver Age. This book was really cool. Robot cover.
Huh.
X-ray vision, robot cover, Kurt Swan, the Robot Master. Look at all the action going on.
Yeah. And that's the reason why Marvel began to outsell DC. I mean, Jack Kirby provides you a cover full of action. Kurt Swan gives you, hey, look, they're robots. Are they? And they look like the lamest robots inside.
This was the coolest one. Oh, I'm sorry. I agree. Wholeheartedly. This was the coolest one.
I think it's a myth that Marvel was outselling DC.
No, that's right. Marvel was not outselling in full volume. Spider-Man and Fantastic Four were pulling higher numbers after the Batman craze.
It's a nice one, Mike.
After Batmania died out, and it's only in 1969 that when Marvel has a new distributor that it actually flips.
Okay, here's some trivia because look at they named the dog and the cat, but not the horse. So Comet doesn't have a name yet, or Beepo, is that the monkey's name? They don't have names yet.
Maybe.
What do you mean they don't have name? What happened?
Well, they have the name for Squeaky and Crypto.
I think they have names inside.
And Super Monkey.
Yeah, but I think they have names inside. They don't
have their names on the podium there.
Well, okay, wager time. Let's put some money down.
I mean to knock you off here.
Is their name inside or is it not? Why isn't it on the cover if it's inside?
Yeah, I remember the story. I have the showcase editions, the black and white phone books.
Yeah, the casting in this Popeye movie was great. The problem with it was the music was terrible. I mean, it was really bad.
I watched it again a couple weeks ago. I like that movie. Robin Williams really
awful. It's like Nightmare Before Christmas is great, but then it's got this terrible songs that aren't memorable.
Okay, let's see. We got Crypto, Proddy. Who's Proddy? Poor Proddy.
It's that blob of protoplasm that.
Oh, okay. No, but look, Crypto addresses him as Super Horse. Yes, Super Horse. You can see for yourself. Okay. So they don't have names yet. Let me look. I'll look at another page, but here we go.
I'll put the link if anyone else wants to come in.
I don't see any reference to Comet. Now, what is the monkey's name? Is it Beepo?
Beppo.
Beppo? I was wondering if my memory was still any good. Looks like they go. Oh, okay. No, we're not seeing any. See, right here he refers to him as Super Monkey, and we're over halfway in the story.
Well, you should write a letter to the editor and send it to the current DC building. Ask him a question.
You should write it to Jim Shooter.
1964.
Let me send it to Jim Shooter. He's like, why isn't he sending me this letter?
Yeah.
I'm just happy to own the book. I'm happy I still have my sense of smell.
Yeah.
What else can you hope for these days? Ain't much. Oh, I got this from my comic shop a while back for like $8. It's got a completely split cover, but it's complete. You guys know what this is, right?
It's a comic book.
Mr. Freeze. First name, Mr. Freeze. Second appearance.
Oh, okay. Instead of Mr. Zero.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't know that because I don't have the Key Collector app on my phone.
I don't either. But I watch YouTube. I watch my brothers and my sisters showing off these books. Oh, and I gotta have them.
Well, if Comic Tom didn't tell me, I'll never know, man.
Yeah, I just watched him today. Oh, I got this book this weekend. I was really happy to get this for $15.
Right.
Oh, nice.
And Dead Man, first Neil Adams on Dead Man. Wow. That's not mentioned in any like key thing. I don't understand why not. Neil Adams is like a legendary artist. He's a martyr now.
That's a good looking cover.
It is. Look at all the details. It's like a George Perez, but something he would do. I was just thinking Neil Adams and Perez, as far as detail, they're pretty alike. Like when they put a lot of faces and stuff on things.
Yeah, the faces look different too. I mean, you see some artists when they do a bunch of faces like that, and sometimes they look similar.
Those little circles out in the audience.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going? I can keep going.
Well, how about you do two more? Because we got people that...
two more. Okay. Let's do a Big Little Book, but one of these.
Oh.
I think they only made two. Bugs Bunny and Andy Pandy. I've never seen any other ones.
What do you call that?
A big, tall book. A
Oh,
tall comic book.
okay. Is it all comics inside, or does it have text? All comics. Okay.
I
What
got
year?
some extra graphics inside.
Oh,
Sweet.
yeah.
Jewish star looked like it was going to be.
That
I
don't
love
hurt
it.
anything.
It's the original look of Bugs all the way through.
Yeah.
This was like
that-
$10. It's got
What
a
year is
small-
that, Mike?
I was going to ask.
Oh, what year? I know it was published in Racine.
I'm guessing it's during World War II because of the paper.
43.
Oh, I was going to say
It looks like they
44.
used lower
This is
grade
the third
paper.
printing, I think, because it says 41, 42, 43.
Oh,
Graphic Man has a tall Roy Rogers Blondie and Donald Duck.
Dang, my camera is working really great tonight. It is.
wow.
You
have
ever
to
watch
show.
the Comic Hall crew, Matt? That dude's got a wild camera, and I was asking him about it. He said it costs like $2,000 or something.
Wow.
I picked this up at Ollie's. I think I took the sticker off it. It wasn't much, probably like less than $5.
Oh, yeah. I should have taken advantage of Ollie's when I lived near one, and now I don't know where the nearest one is. Another state.
Google Maps. It's in Canada, man.
It would be
Auto binder.
And they had this one too.
okay. Cool.
Mm.
Short-lived first team or short-lived series. Oh, the covers are awesome. Let me show that cover. I think I have that book. I do.
Huh.
Yeah, I wish they'd put the original ads there, and then instead of just trying to fill up space with the logo.
Money, man. That costs money. This.
Why?
How many
Here's
do
the
you
funny-
have these? Orloff, you have-
Here's the funny thing about those ads. If you reprint them, you have to pay them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Are you sure about that?
I would think so because it's copyright, ain't it?
Sometimes they were house ads. Sometimes they were ads.
Oh, those ads, house ads. You guys have these in your collection? Star Bangled, the Lost.
I
Times?
see some of them.
See,
Yeah.
that one kept the house ad.
I don't have all of them now. I've got a couple.
I don't have them all.
That's not a house ad. That's a replacement for it. They just put the logo. They never was an ad that just said Suicide Squad.
Jamie, I'm happy that I have just a few. I think I have one of the issues from the showcase because they're expensive, so I only found one that the cheap Night Tiger could buy.
Yeah, I have none of the showcase issues.
Or Brave and the Bold, sorry.
Or yeah, Brave and Bold. I have none of those.
I think
Okay, I'll end it with this one.
All right.
You probably have this.
I think I have that.
50
I love
cents.
that cover,
It
yeah.
was 50 cents.
What?
I know. It was a half
No
off
way.
sale. It was $1. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. What idiot priced that for $1?
This is a store.
Okay, so yeah, it's the big LCS. It's where I got all the Adventures comics.
Oh, okay.
So I have her first appearance. I have her first appearance. I have her first appearance,
That makes that book a key.
but I don't have those three.
I have the first Black
Ratu's
Widow.
cringing over there.
Oh, you don't like the word key?
Well, it's just used too much.
It should be used for a key part of a moment, origin. It's a key
Yeah,
part.
but not for
Well,
some person that nobody's ever heard of, and just because it's their
No,
first
no,
time.
exactly. Well, you can
I
make a
don't
key out of
like kids that are in their 20s and 30s coming up with new terminology, and then I have to learn it. Like this is part of my SOTI collection. It's like, really, you can't say seduction of the innocent. You got to
Hey.
come up with SOTI. Well, you take something so malevolent and like seduction of the innocent and turn it into SOTI. I don't want to hear that.
Let me steer you back to Night Tiger Comics. Go way back and watch the 12 Rules to a Better Comic Book Haul. We talk about how you can make a key out of anything.
Oh yeah. In fact, yeah, we ought to do
You
that.
just got to sell it. That's the thing. You got to sell it. Like I believe him. It's a key.
Yeah, I've done that on my show.
Unfortunately,
this issue here is the first one to have inks by Klaus Schwab. 1960.
Unfortunately, what happens is someone says, "Oh, that's a key. It's the first time the dog peed on whatever," and then everybody runs out to try to find that book. Then the price starts to go up. And then the other people then the other second half go, I wonder. There's something about that. I better just get it. They pay double. Then
I like the
by the
episode.
third time, people are catching on. Like this book's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like the episode you did, Gratu, where you found the Golden Age and Silver Age collection in the sewer.
oh yeah.
That was a great episode.
Yeah, I need to come up with more where I just say I just found all these books because I think people like that.
I'll tell you what.
A secret room that I never knew that was built onto the house. Look what I found. Because that's what a lot of these people do.
Someone okayed me some books one time, and when I cracked open the poly bag and pulled them out, it smelled like an ashtray. All the whole room. I was like, whoa! I ran outside and quickly threw them in the trash. I was like, whoa!
It
was like I pulled out 3 lit cigarettes out of the bag.
I just don't think if you reprinted a Tootsie Roll ad from 1964 that it would be a problem, or Captain Dick's hobby advice on how to build a model kit. Or that's the kind of stuff that was in those little half page.
But you know how these people, they err on the side of caution. So,
Yeah. Well,
it's a lawyer's world, man.
It's better to have the original comics, but I do like those collections, and some of them have good. I think did that Supergirl have Darwin Cook art on the front? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I think
some of those do.
I mean, I didn't realize it, but now that I think about it, yeah.
Okay, well, if it's all right, let's go to Paulo and then Gotham City, because Paulo's it's like probably 4 a.m. for him. Do you need to send me something, or you got stuff to show?
I got stuff. I took you to Wart, and I got a bunch of novels off of the shelves.
Right.
All right, good.
Okay, novelization of Batman: No Man's Land by Greg Rucka. I bought this at the at the Copenhagen airport in Denmark. Weird place to find it. It's not something that you usually find in airport newsstands.
Is that in English?
Yeah, it is in English.
Okay. I remember my brother was reading that on an airplane also. I remember he said, I took this book seriously, that same Batman book.
Hello, Greta.
A book from the Peter David series, Star Trek New Frontier. I was trying to collect these for a while, but getting the first volumes was complicated, so I quit. But I do have a bunch of them, about 5 or 6, and these are fun. They bring back Erex and Morass from the Peter David brings back Erex and Morass from the animated series, and they join the ship. The captain is called Mackenzie Calhoun, but that's a human name he came up with for himself because he comes from a different planet. They're humanoid mostly. And Shelby from that double episode with the Borg, his first officer, number 1 from the Cage, the Star Trek pilot, is revealed to be an immortal, and she appears in these books. So these are pretty fun. They're full of references to older Trek episodes.
Is Peter David a comic book writer that?
Yeah, he created this series he did a few Star Trek novels, and then he created this series.
What series?
The New Frontier.
New Frontier. Is that this new series that's on now with the?
No. This was created specifically for the novels, and for a while, Paramount were trying not to contradict anything that in these novels. So they sometimes put when they had novels, and sometimes they would have new episodes that contradicted the previous novels. So they weren't canon. But these ones they tried to not contradict too much in case they could do something with them, but they never did. And now since it's all reboots and it doesn't really.
So Peter David, I heard someone talking about Peter David wrote the seminal best 4 stories ever, and I'm thinking, really, better than the Jack Kirby era? So that made me hate him, because there was some weird-looking guy on YouTube saying how great he is. It's better than the '60s, but I'll accept that Peter David might be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's
it's a reprint from Penguin after the novel went into the public domain. I got this in the second book.
That's great.
Speaking of reprints of classic books.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you read this before you watch the movie, because I finally took the opportunity, I found this, and then I went to the DVD section in the store, and they had a 3-pack with all of the Godfather movies, and so I read the novel, then I watched the movies, and reading the novel first makes the movies better, or at least the first movie. The second and third are not so good.
The second one's great.
How long did it take you to read that?
I read it pretty quickly. I mean, it's written pretty well. The thing about Mario Puzo is because since he used to write for pulps and for men's magazines, he has a style that it makes the action develop quickly.
People always wonder how people have time to read, but when you read a book that's good, you don't want to put it down. So you're looking for every moment to read 4, 5, 10 pages, whatever you can.
Yeah, like for example, this Star Trek novel. This is one of the ones that it's no longer in canon, but they reprinted it because it was so good, and it tells the origin of the Federation. But then they're one of the Star Trek movies that took it out of continuity. But it's still a very good read. So,
okay,
by Judith and Garfield Reeves Stevens. Also, this one I liked a lot. Strangers from the Sky features the original characters. Oh, and here's something Portuguese edition. We had to have one. Oliver Twist. And Charles Dickens is also easy to read. I understand why Charles Dickens is still read today. This was a very good, and it's part of a series of novel.
Just pick up the Classic Illustrated comics.
Yeah. No, we didn't have the Classics Illustrated. Although we do have a fairly recent collection of Classics Illustrated, but made by French artists. Okay, let's see if I can get something out of
Fireball says those early Star Trek novels, I had it down to the day they would come out. I think I burned out after the first 40. I think I burned out after Spock Must Die, which was the very first one.
That's like an education on Star Trek, 40 books.
Okay.
Well, to me, there was only 3 years of Star Trek. I never accepted anything else as canon. Well, I like
the Die Hard.
Yeah, I did like the animated series.
Portuguese edition, A.E. Van Vogt's The Universe Maker. This is a collection called Argonaut. So it's got the logo here. And this is the 446th book. There are 500 books in this collection in total. I have about 40, 50. And since they usually show up for €1, whenever available, I pick them up. Although the older ones, they're not so easy to find anymore.
What does a euro translate to in normal money?
$1.10.
$1.10.
Okay, this one is Anne Caffrey. So Anne Caffrey, The White Dragon. They had to break Anne McCaffrey's The White Dragon into 2 books. But one thing that these books had pro well, so this A.E. Van Vogt, it has the book description on the back cover, but this one, the second part of the White Dragon, it has an ad for the next book, the next book in the collection.
That looks like somebody from TikTok.
Yeah. Order. Oh, a few years ago, a colleague of mine from the automotive press, he was moving house, and his wife made him get rid of 90% of his science fiction collection, so he gave it to me. I took a suitcase with me to bring all the books. I needed 6 suitcases.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's a bunch of many of cool stuff and also cool trashy stuff like Pierce Anthony. This guy was a hack. He would write a. I haven't read this one. I brought over 500 books. I didn't read even a tenth of them, but they're still there, so I'm keeping them. This is World of Trouble by Robert E. Toomey Jr. I think most of these are UK editions.
okay.
The Deep by John Crowley. Paul Anderson, Brainwave. I dig Paul Anderson. I like the guy's style a lot. More Pierce Anthony. This is The Time Servers by Russell M. Griffin. I didn't even know what I was taking from the shelf. Let's see if I can show this better.
So which ones did he keep?
Well, he made a selection. He definitely wanted to keep the Asimovs.
Okay.
A few more here. The Skylark book by E. Doc Smith. I have Triplanetary in Portuguese somewhere. Okay.
I guess everyone knows that he's the guy that really invented Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm, exactly. The Players of Null A from A. Van Vogt's Null A series. I got a few other books.
Oh my gosh, what a name. Is that in Portuguese?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, what is that, an alien language?
Oh, also got this from my friend as well. He had this. He didn't want to keep it.
Roots.
Yeah, Roots. I didn't read the book, but yeah, I saw. I watched the TV
Yeah, that's
series.
a different than American edition.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was in the science fiction.
Didn't they find out?
No, but this is the UK.
A lot of that was kind of made up.
Yeah.
Fictional.
Yeah, the guy, the people were telling him what he wanted to hear, and this was a Portuguese edition of an Elric novel.
There you go. That's awesome.
This one came out about 20 years ago. I think they were trying. This publisher, they're always trying to do stuff with science fiction and fantasy, which isn't it isn't easy in this country.
Did you read all those, Paulo?
No. I when I traveled more, I tried taking them with me on the plane ride. Okay, here's a Portuguese edition of a Robert Heinlein.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this one I liked. Paul Anderson, science fiction stories.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. There will be time. Oh, here's another E. Van Vogt, Empire of the Atom, also from my friend's collection.
Everybody's talking about Peter David in the chat. When did Peter David write, in the 90s or 2000s for comics?
Peter David started writing in the mid '80s. His first credits were on Marvel's New Universe. Then he moved to the Hulk.
Oh, I probably had some Hulk
in Spectacular Spider-Man as well. He wrote The Death of Jim DeWolf. Okay, so recent
The Death of who?
Death of Jim DeWolf. She was a cop that helped Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Count of Monte Cristo, recent reprint. It's thick. I do like Alexander Dumas. You know that the guy used to spend all his money on hookers and blow.
Like Hunter Biden.
One of the classics of Portuguese literature. It has incest.
Oh my gosh.
It was written.
Wrong with you guys?
It was written in the 1870s,
Oh boy.
and we had to study this in high school.
Ooh.
In the senior year.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Oh man, let me get these out of the way. These are in a very unsteady position.
Yeah, I'm like you, Meyer. I think they should have left Jarella in there for a while.
Portuguese edition of Star Trek TNG novels. Phantom Ship by Diane Carey. Survivors by Jane Laura. These guys managed to publish about 10 TNG novels before they pulled the collection. Dark Man novelization in Portuguese.
All
I
right.
bought this when I was like 12 or something.
Yeah.
Is the book better than the
I didn't
movie?
even watch the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
The let's just say that the special effects are better.
Okay.
More Paul
Yeah, if you
Anderson.
watch the movie, you probably won't want to read the book. So yeah.
Do something because I
More Paul Anderson. Let's get it. What? See the
they won't connect my phone.
Ensign Flandry. And the ad for what would be the next volume, which I don't have.
Into something
Didn't
else.
speak
Okay.
of.
I think I can't even find them when I see.
Ooh, I love this one. Robert Heinlein, The Methuselah's Children.
Ah.
They find the secret of eternal life.
My
It's a
phone.
chicken.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Should have told him that.
Yeah, I didn't hate the Dark Man movie. To me, it had the feel of a comic book. It was a lot like The Unknown Soldier. I know the special effects were not great, but
Maybe I was expecting too much on that department or something.
Well, it
Okay.
felt like a comic book.
Alistair
to me.
McLean's The Way to Dusty Death. It's a story set in the world of Formula One in the 1970s.
Okay.
They wanted to turn this into a movie, but never did. But I think they did other Alistair McLean books into movies. And I got a Mickey Spillane here,
Oh,
Portuguese
it's
edition.
a terrible cover, but
Yeah. Actually, let's see if they.
how do you translate Mickey Spillane into another language? He used such. He wrote. I don't see how it would translate.
It's colorful.
It's like he would use expressions like, "I was putting a roof on my load." In other words, you were out drinking, and then you go and eat something to sober up, and it's like an expression, I guess, from the late 40s, putting a roof on my load. I don't know how you translate that.
Yeah, there are some liberties here.
Slang and jargon to another language.
This story is the flyer. The collection is the collection of detective novels was called the Vampire Collection.
Oh.
And one thing here, the cover artist is Lima de Freitas. This guy is the guy who did the cover art for this is one of our best painters of the 20th century.
I was going to say one of our best sixth graders.
No, he has streets named after him, schools named after him, and his son edits comic books right now.
Oh my gosh. What's wrong with them?
Okay, thank you.
And here's some Philip Jose Farmer, The Lovers, Portuguese edition.
Right. Okay. I guess OS is the in English.
Os. Yeah, the.
Okay. How do you pronounce that?
Os.
Os. Oh.
It's the in plural. We have our articles have plurals and genders. It's in Latin languages, and I'm done.
All right, cool. You gonna stick around?
Maybe 5 more minutes.
Okay.
All right, well, thanks.
Let's hit Kevin and see if he's there. It's there he is. Hey, flip your camera to sideways.
I'm here. Give me 1 second.
Sure. You might still be open. Let's go back
Yeah,
to all
open for a little bit.
They're ringing up a customer.
Thanks for coming in.
So, there were some moments in some movies that felt so comic book like before they started making all these comic book movies, and it seems like there was a few moments in Dark Man that really felt like it was right out of a comic book origin story. I thought Road Warrior was also like that,
Yeah.
and that it was very much felt like a comic book.
What is that you're showing, Kevin?
These are the PS art book reprints.
Oh, really?
The facsimile ones.
You got extras of those?
This one's already been taken.
Oh,
I guess by
But
me.
we can check and see.
Sorry. Yeah, I
You
talked
want
to
me
him earlier. I said, put that in my pile.
If you want me to check, just let me know.
yeah. Order if you can get an extra one of those. I would love one. I think
They're
Grati would too.
They're $15.99.
Okay.
There's no barcode on them. They put this on the bag.
Oh, okay. Even
So
better.
you get a true reprint. That's why they put it in the special bag.
Yeah, I heard somebody on Facebook was knocking Roy Thomas earlier today for selling out recently, but but he puts out these great PS art books. But they're saying he took over from Stan Lee, taking credit for creating all these characters, and so all this people ranting and raving about things that really don't matter when the world is in the
Right.
state we're in, whether or not what percentage. Stan Lee versus Kirby or Roy Thomas. I mean, the state we're in, and what's happening to people in the world, and we're worried about stuff like that. That's excellent.
There's Hans. Hey, Captain.
Yeah, you want to come in? I'll put the link in the chat again. Anybody else? Yeah, this is amazing.
That's awesome too.
I'm not sure how close are they trying to match the colors with the original EC comics a little better with these editions.
I think they're doing a good job coloring them.
I think so too. I mean, some of the early color reproductions, they let Marie Severin color them, but she didn't, and she colored the original comics, but she didn't necessarily color them the way she did in the 50s. She colored them the way she wanted to do, now, or when she was doing it. So but it's hard to complain because it's still the original person. But, it's kind of like when George Lucas alters Star Wars, it's like he's the original guy, but no, don't do it. So is this something that came out today, this new edition?
I think I just reordered this because I sold out.
Yeah. Oh, Captain Strange Life is here. All right.
I've always wanted this issue here.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see something interesting. Yeah. Is that new? Did that just come out again?
This is another one I just reordered. It's all covers. It's all covers in here.
Reorder me one of those if you can do it.
This one's available. This one's here is available.
Sweet. I will
I like
take
the
it.
picture.
Nobody else wants it. That's a great
I like the
picture.
photos. Yeah.
Yeah, these photos are great.
And we have just covers.
Yeah.
Graphic Man was just telling me about that Mickey Mouse magazine. I was talking about him earlier. talking not about him, but to him earlier. Graphic Man will be back in mid-September hosting the show. He's gradually getting better.
That's
I've
good
seen
news.
the show from Graphic Man. There's a preview of it right there. Yeah, I got a package unexpectedly from him.
Oh, these are great.
You said you got a whole bunch of Mads in today or recently?
Yesterday I bought a collection. Hey, I gave this one. I used to have this book. I gave it to Graphic Man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had water damage all over it, so I gave it to him.
Wow.
Oh, Lulu.
My mom probably has this in her collection.
Oh, did she already have little Lulu comics before you gave her all those?
I always give them to her when I find them.
Oh, okay. So she's been building up
That's
a
a great
collection over the
cover
years
there.
from you.
Yeah. I've always wanted this cover.
Yeah,
Didn't you just get a copy of that
that one.
mask?
Did I?
Didn't you just get it?
Look at there's one that you just got.
Oh, that's the one that you put
The
in my
punch.
pile. Okay.
Yeah.
That one mask, I think Horror Mike was showing there's a replica of that comic out as a single issue comic. Yeah, he's in the chat. I think he showed that he's been talking about those mask books.
Terrific.
This one's cool.
Great. Yeah, that's an awesome cover.
This one's pretty great too.
Yeah.
He's choking that guy out, shooting the other one with a machine gun. Yeah.
Any of these covers would be great to him.
Wow. So
Spence, net punch and dynamics.
yeah, I always dreamed when I was a kid looking through the comic book price guide that someday I'd have books like this. Wait, I thought I put Hans on and he somehow got kicked off. Is he back?
Having bad connection, maybe.
I clicked on him and then he's not there. Oh, okay. I don't know. He must be having a bad. I'm not. Shoot. Eric Brain's asking what you're showing. Is it available or out of print?
This must be in print because I just got it.
Oh, okay. So it's something you can get more of, but this one is spoken for by. Oh,
Jambo just got it. Jambo just got this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you're back. What happened? Is your computer glitching?
No, I don't know. I've been having a lot of problems with YouTube. They've been unsubscribing me to your channel again.
Oh yeah.
I just had to resubscribe. So I don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
Well, that's probably because I mentioned political things. I think that's what they do is they try to reduce the subscribers and keep them to try to keep people that know what's really going on from having to the.
I don't know. And then sometimes I don't see you in my subscriber list, but then when I go to your channel, it says I'm subscribed, and then I don't know.
Look at that.
You were just showing in that book, Kevin, that Punch comic. There was a Punch comic in I think that Volta Horror book or the other one.
There's a punch inside here. Yeah.
Okay, Eric Green wants to know the name of that book that you're looking at right now. Action Mystery. Is that the actual name of the book?
Yeah. Action, Mystery, Thrills, comic book covers of the Golden Age.
Show that.
Do you have that punch, Captain?
No, but Leo and I were at the Fan Expo.
Yeah.
And he was at Harley Yee.
Yeah.
Harley Yee Comics, and some guy for an 8.0 or an 8.5. He paid. We were right there. He paid $17,000 for that book.
Wow.
Man,
this book right there, $17,000.
It's a pricey and sought after book, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Probably 17,000. He probably works for the government, and that was 17,000 that was supposed to go to the Ukraine.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, I didn't think people. How do people do that in this economy, man? I guess they're wealthier than. That's a great. That issue, that one there, Kevin. That's the original printing of that is rare because it shows it's the Mad Frontier as in the new frontier that Kennedy always talked about, and it has Alfred E. Newman and John F. Kennedy's rocking chair looking like with John F. Kennedy's hair. And when Kennedy was killed, they yanked that cover and put that cover on it. So that cover is circa 1964, but there's an earlier printing with a John F. Kennedy cover that you never see. But I imagine it's valuable to somebody. It would be valuable to me. But yeah, these are all the books I grew up with. Don Martin. Yeah, all these books. I even bought the Dave Berg ones. I never had that one.
This was the pile I got.
Oh, wow.
There's a yellow one with a yellow. Oh, yeah, you showed that. That's actually pretty good. That really is a good sculpture. Is that exactly the same as yours, Jambo? But yours
It looks like it, except her dress is red.
Yeah.
This is new. This is a new red dress.
She's got a black dress.
There's three versions. There's a Santa one coming out too.
I got the same one with a black dress.
There's a 4th of July one right here.
That's
you can outsell Barbie.
I like they put like foil on here.
Yeah, it seems like the black one and the black dress and the Santa would be the best ones.
Yeah, but I like the skull she comes with.
Oh, the accessories are different with each one.
Yeah.
It looks like the same one.
I didn't think it had this skull.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I just don't remember it.
I think Jambo could hold it up here. He's got it handy, don't you?
Yeah.
Here, let me give Jambo the screen here, and he'll show you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
that's what we're looking at right there, Kevin.
Okay.
It's got 2 handles.
The skull right there.
What does that run? How much is that?
I got this one for like $22, but the guy had brought it into the comic shop, and I got it like secondhand. It was already opened and everything, but I mean everything was there, so $22.
Well,
yeah, these are $34.99 is the retail price.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave it in the package.
That's not bad.
Is this one painted different? More blood on it, maybe?
I think that
maybe
has more blood. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
Do you want to just run through these quick, or do you want to see them?
Yeah, I'll do it quick. There's only that era. I think I bought all of them.
You guys have already seen all these.
Oh yeah, well this is my childhood here. That one there, actually pull that one for me. That has One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in it. And I don't think I have that issue.
Yeah, these are nice shape too for what I usually find are nothing like this.
Yeah, and some depends on what kind of person. That's earlier. That's from about 1970.
71 on this one.
71. Okay.
Our version of Joe.
Yeah, that was a movie that is kind of forgotten.
We could use that for the election.
Yeah.
You can get clean air and pure water and milk.
Yeah.
'91.
Yeah.
89.
Not a good era.
Well, if you're born in that era, it's good to you.
Oh yeah, that's true. That one is great. It has EC color EC art in it.
Wow.
I recommend that to anybody that needs it. Do these have the extra stuff in them? No. Is the comic in that number 24?
Let me check. Hold on.
Yeah, that doesn't have the stickers.
I don't see stamps in that one.
It would be in the front. Yeah, they pulled it out. Ooh, and they did a number
on it.
That's from about 77, reprinting stuff from 72.
This is about when I started buying them.
Okay.
Up until probably 97, from 85 to 97.
Yeah, I was just like one generation. I don't know if it's a different generation, but you have a few decades on you. I don't even recognize that issue. That must be older.
85.
Okay.
86.
How was Joe Bronco? I've never seen Joe. I always thought maybe it was a prototype for Archie Bunker. Did you get the one where with the flip off cover with the middle finger?
Actually, I haven't looked at it. This is the first time looking at these.
Oh, you haven't been through them. Okay.
I like this one.
That's a good issue.
Charles Brosnan.
Yeah, this is a time period when I'd stopped buying it, I think. I'm not sure why.
It looks like me.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm stepping out. See if I can still sleep for 5 hours.
All right. We'll take care.
Hey, take care,
See you guys
Paulo.
later.
See you,
Bye.
Paulo. Take care, buddy.
So the special was at the end of the year?
No, they came
They did a couple
came out every couple of months.
Like
and there were different types of specials. They weren't annuals.
They did spring and summer and winter.
Yeah, and then they would have any kind of occasion, they would put those out. But the specials were all reprints.
I would always look, see if anyone's looking, rush over to the newsstand and fold the back cover up, see what it was.
This is one of my favorite issues.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember when those.
It's weird to do a parody of a parody.
Garbage Pail Adults.
It seems like those could be real Garbage Pail Kid stickers, cards.
Yeah, we used to cut them out of here and make our own stick, our own card.
You made counterfeits and sold them to your friends.
Cracked did parodies of those Pokemon cards. Oh, there you go.
Did the price go up on that?
Yeah, it's like $15 now.
Man, that's a shame.
For this week, and then everybody will forget about them next week.
Right.
Not me.
No,
yeah, someone came in here and they bought my Pee-wee out of here and they left everybody else. Yeah, because what about him? You don't want him? He died.
He's gone too, right?
He died, but everybody forgot about him already. You got about a week to sell something now, before everybody forgets about it.
Yeah.
Everybody wanting to capitalize on that stuff. Roger Rabbit.
I hear they got rid of the girl in that. They don't want to have redheads in any movies now.
They're taking out the whole Toonland at Disneyland. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. Did they? Well, Disney.
Isn't that ginger discrimination? I mean, what are they doing that for?
I don't know. There's some new Superman cartoon on where Jimmy Olsen is no longer a red-haired guy, and I think Lois Lane is either Asian or Hispanic. Can't really tell.
Wow.
These have the subscription cover still on them.
That's kind of neat.
They're really new.
Catherine
They're really
Kennedy
new.
is letting celebrities in on these new Star Wars movies.
99. I was already done buying that by then.
What are you talking about? Celebrities?
She's getting these black celebrity singers that are her friends. She's giving them spots in the next Star Wars movie.
Who is?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, there's some new series with some Jedi with tentacles from her head. It's gone, apparently.
Did you see the trailer for Captain America?
No.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Well, it doesn't have Captain America in it. So
Blue Beetle. I mean, not Captain America, Captain Marvel.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, I saw that. It looked god awful.
The Blue Beetle looks good, though. Oh, that's a cool issue.
You think?
I'm gonna see it.
I don't know, but I've
the
seen
covers got
clips
really
from the
bad.
Flash online. The Flash looks like it. Everyone hates it, but it looks
That
like
movie was
a fun
good.
movie.
I love that movie.
Okay, well, what I've seen online, it's like everyone hates this.
I
This
don't.
is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I like how they speak to the times through almost every cover. There you go.
Okay, so
There you go.
Ads. All right.
Graphic Man's posters.
Yeah,
That's
some
cool.
great graphic man work there. That's a good one.
That's great.
Yeah.
A few people tried to buy this from me today.
Comic book curator says that's not the real Blue Beetle. I don't know what Blue Beetle that is. I guess
Hey,
it's what
when
goes
I
on
watched the
planet
trailer,
now.
I laughed, so that's why I think I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, but they make some little joke about Batman being a fascist, and then I immediately know, okay, this is just more of this Marxist BS.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
That was in the first trailer. But isn't Batman a fascist? It's like, oh, okay, click. I'm not interested, you know. And I don't know this Blue Beetle. I know the Blue Beetle from the Golden Age. I'm sure it's great.
What are we watching, Kevin? Was that Abbott and Costello?
Yeah, The Mummy.
Okay.
Man, what a great store.
I
Yeah.
know.
Copy.
Let's
Still have
see.
copies of it. So.
Oh, yeah, and that's the new issue of Monster Bash. And you got one of those in my
Oh,
pocket.
wow. Look at that. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Can you stick around, Kevin?
I'll be watching. I got to drive home.
Oh, yeah, you're closed. Okay. Well, I don't think I've been to Jumbo yet, and we got Captain Strangelove here now.
I'll see you guys. I'll be watching.
All right. Sounds
All right.
cool.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks. That was
All
all.
right.
cool
Take
stuff.
care.
Take care, Kevin.
It's Jumbo.
Oh. I'm up. Okay. I did go into a shop today, and I bought a new comic book.
Shocking.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
I've heard
first
that's
one.
good.
Yeah, I almost bought that.
Yeah.
I want to put it back.
And the reason I got it was, I mean, let me show it to you. If you look at this art, it looks almost identical to
Yeah.
John Buscema.
When I paid,
Yeah, that's
Steve,
what I
I'm like,
heard.
man, it was good art.
I mean, the
I put-
faces and everything.
I put back the Marvel homage #1 variant. What did I get? I got that Turtles one, I think. I mean, Turtles, droids.
Even the girl down there, yeah.
Yeah.
But is this?
Kind of Frank Frazetta-ish to me.
That's the best looking art I've seen since Green Lantern artist.
I agree. This does. What is the company doing this?
Boom.
Titan.
Okay.
Titan, yeah, Heroic or Titan or something like
Titan,
that.
Yeah, but I've heard everyone rave about the fake John Buscema art, but I haven't heard anyone that's actually read the story. So that's where, if it reads well, then it's going to be.
Well, the comic shop owner had read it, and he was talking to me about it, and he said it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't quite as good as like an old Roy Thomas, but it was pretty good nonetheless.
Did they try to push
So
it?
it was better than all the other garbage out there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
When I got this.
Oh, nice.
For the cover, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? A new comic?
No, I don't think so. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so that's the original one?
So you guys know, have you seen Mike Mr. Q on YouTube here?
Mike Mr. Q?
No, his name is just Mr. Q.
Mr. Q Comics?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, he does a lot of hauls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's got an eBay site. I got this from him. So.
Nice.
Oh, okay, but I think what Night Tiger meant is that's a newish like comic.
No, that's original. That's not like didn't just come out reprint or nothing.
Yeah, I think it's been out for a little while.
Oh, I think I gave that issue to Joe that you're about to show.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Adam Hughes.
Yes, some Gil Kane.
I have that. I love the Inhumans. That is the most undynamic #1 cover.
You don't think so? I mean, look at Black Star there.
Yeah, but it's his
right
early work. The layout's just not right. Your eyes get confused. I love it. I have it.
Nice yellow background.
It's
I love the yellow or
setup
red
story. They set up to issue 2 on that one. I love it, man. The Inhumans are awesome. They're so unique. They're like so different. Nice.
Lead Paint has read the Conan and says it's very well done. It's
Umar.
Good. Yeah, they say this is John Buscema's first work at Marvel, which Marvel maybe. I think he did some work for Atlas back in the 50s. Yes.
Yeah.
You just
I heard
picked
this
these
new
up?
issue grew out today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I got this from Kevin. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I like that cover. I have that
136 from 1952.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I show these last week?
I think you showed the witch one.
Yeah,
you
you showed
showed
the
that.
and that one. Yeah.
You can keep showing the G.I. Joe all you want.
I don't mind
Okay.
seeing it again. I don't mind seeing those again. Those are great.
I know, me neither.
Yeah, but
And I got some old jumbo here. This is number 13.
Nice.
That's an
I
early
love
one.
that.
1940.
Throw that in my pile.
My pile. And my next.
You got one earlier than me. I think I have 28.
There's 24. It's got a chunk out down there, but
I love the huge title on it.
yeah.
Jumbo.
Yeah, those were meant to attract kids to the book.
Mom, buy me this naked woman on the cover.
Here's number 25.
You saw
what'd you do?
Graphic Man's new collage, right? With you on the cover.
No, I
Did
didn't.
you see that?
No.
You
I
put
need
it on
to look.
Instagram today.
Yeah, I saw it.
I rarely get on Instagram. Maybe once a week, maybe something like that. I need to get on there more.
It's in the name, Insta. You get on, you get off.
Insta
That doesn't sound right.
26.
Now that I hear it out loud, yeah, it doesn't. Nice, man. Did you get you a deal on all these? Or did you buy them?
Yeah, I did. Some of them I've had for quite a while. So
I'm gonna give myself the shot real quick.
okay.
You haven't seen this?
No, I didn't.
You're nursing a wound there.
It's cool, Mike.
You got to get this poster, and then it says soon, which I thought meant like soon I'll be back. I thought that's what that meant. Or soon, Jambo really will be wounded. I don't know what. But anyway, I didn't know if you'd seen that.
There's number 35. This is Canadian, and it says 11, but it's really 35.
Nice.
This is 37.
They're all
Wunderlich did a lot of these covers, and he had her hair kind of flowing out away from her most of the time.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You know, and I was asking if they ever done a Jungle Girl movie right. I was thinking, well, there were some movie serials, but then I completely forgot about the Irish McCullough TV show, which was a wonderful adaptation.
I wish that somebody had colorized all those. It would be awesome if they did.
Yeah, I hate colorizing, but when it's something based on comic books, when they colorize it, it almost kind of looks cool. Like when
it's in the jungle too.
The Flash Gordon serials properly.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I still am kind of morally opposed to that being done, but
bondage cover.
Yeah, they got that. They have a bondage cover like that, except it's I think it's Sheena, and the.
And we were talking about Gunsmoke last week. I discovered that Gunsmoke as a comic book predated the radio show and TV show by a few years. Because you were showing a 1950 Gunsmoke, and Gunsmoke with William Conrad on the radio didn't start till 52. So it might be one of those cases like DC's I Spy or G.I. Joe. There was that G.I. Joe and DC Showcase came out simultaneously with the doll. But there was a G.I. Joe in the 50s that you were just showing, and then also Space Family Robinson. It's like producers nick titles from comics sometimes. Or they could have just thought of Gunsmoke independently. I don't know.
I'll show a couple more and I'll.
Yeah, I mean, I could look at these all night.
Let the good captain go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Croc having a snack there.
Yummy, yummy.
Are there existing copies of these with brighter colors, or have they all faded?
There is, but they're very rare. I mean, for whatever reason, Fiction House, their colors just seem to fade, especially the reds.
What's the secret to the ones that kept? They were in Colorado or something?
Yeah, maybe some. If there's some in that Mile High collection, I'm sure they're probably kept better. I have seen them that grade high, and yeah, the colors look a little bit better in them and stuff. It must just be the way they were kept and how they were stored over the years or something. But
yeah,
that red just seems to go away. And then sometimes they do use an orange color on their covers, and you're thinking, well, is that red or is that orange? So
seems to me the Jungle comics had always had a little bit more color than the Jumbo.
Yeah.
And it's from the same publisher.
I mean, so you look at this one and it's probably orange.
Yeah.
In the background.
Yeah.
And but then
where they were printed, what printing press printed Fiction House books?
See, was that a brighter orange or red or something before?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it that way when it came out? I mean, it wasn't around then.
I've looked at them in the the Gerber guide, and the colors kind of look faded on a lot of those too.
Yeah,
so
because they're shooting from real comics.
yeah. So, all right. Thank you.
All right, we'll head over to Captain Strangelove.
Well, here's why I think of Frank Frazetta when I.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about this book until Horror Mike was telling me about it. He had a video up and was showing these books.
Is that another cover of the new one?
Yeah, he has a very Frank Frazetta feel to it.
Yeah.
And I can see where, where John Buscema might.
Yeah, I mean,
there.
Yeah.
Who is this artist? Did he just come out of nowhere?
I never heard of him before. Roberto Delatorre.
Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce his last name.
Be European.
Roberto Delatorre. And then I got the sketch cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay,
He's a great artist, and he does the artwork throughout the entire book. He does the covers. He does the interiors.
Yeah, that's what kind of sold me on it.
Yeah.
There's another variant of that.
That's Conan?
Yeah.
Well, where is Conan exactly? I see a girl.
Well, he's that's supposed to, I think that's supposed to be Red Sonja. I don't know.
But Red Sonja is owned by Dynamite.
Well, I don't know what. Maybe that's their version of her. I haven't read this yet.
Yeah, could be.
But she looked like she had sunglasses on or something.
Yeah, it looked like a Batman mask or something.
She's definitely got that's painted. It's supposed to be painted on.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, she's a Pictish warrior.
Yeah.
I think I heard that Conan teams up with some Pict. Yeah, they were.
These are really nice. I mean, here's the regular cover.
Yeah.
So it's just got. I mean, I saw the interior art and I said, I have to get this. And then this is essentially the same book as the one that I just showed you, except they added the map onto the cover. This, and then they put the Hyborian Age map.
Oh.
Cardstock right over it. And these all have 3 staples in them. There's 3 staples in all these books, which was kind of unusual. I thought it was just for this cardstock one, and then I saw it was in all the issues. You can't see it here, but there's 3. It's kind of unusual, but so yeah, I would recommend this. I haven't read it yet, but just the art alone, I'm gonna be reading this tonight.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'll show you some stuff what I picked up at the Fan Expo from the World of Comics, Eric Breen's place where he works.
And you shot film too?
Yeah, I'm gonna show those later on. The first one I got here is it's a little beat up, but Sheena number 5.
Oh, that's a nice red.
Yeah.
I think it's from 1949, is it? Yeah, 1949.
Yeah, that series started in 42, and then it just kind of skipped around. I don't know if they missed a year or 2 here and there. But it started in 42, and I think 1 and 2 is from 1942, and it skipped a couple of years.
There's Jungle Comics. That isn't what I paid for it. comic book world.
That's not a bad price, though.
No, I got at least 30% off.
Nice.
I was surprised to see this here at $50. So I skipped it, and then I checked around, and I found out that they go for even more than that on eBay, and it's a reprint of the original, retelling the origin, but they're expensive for some freaking reason.
I saw some guy walking around a convention on YouTube filming, and everybody had on their wall issues of Metamorpho because everyone's speculating because he's been cast in the new Superman movie.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna really lay it on with that character now. This is issue number 110. I think this is the second copy. I think I have this, so this would be a second copy. But it looks to be in a better grade than my other one for sure.
Yeah, nice looking.
This one I do not have. It's 105.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't think I have that one either. So yeah, nice.
And he had it at 39, but like I said, 30% off. Thanks to Eric Breen.
Did you film the comic book world booth?
Yeah.
Footage? Oh, good.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Here's
Time Travel's going to have footage up too. Did he film?
Pardon me?
Did Time Travel film? Also?
Yeah, I think he did too. Yeah. I don't know if he got that booth though. I'm not sure of that, but he was filming there. Here's Rangers Comics number 42. I don't have this one.
What? How do you? You're holding it. What do you mean you don't have it?
No, I don't have this one in my. I didn't have this one in my collection.
Oh, you didn't have it.
No,
you do have it now.
I got it now. Yeah, that's what
I was thinking. It's just an illusion.
But because some of these, this one I'm sure I have. So this is kind of an upgrade for me. And then I picked this up here. Mysterious Stories number, I think it's number 2, but I can't read it.
Oh, neat.
Wow, that's nice.
Ooh, that's a tougher one to find of the three.
And
oh, by the way, what's up, Captain?
Mike, how you doing? I was trying to say hi. I didn't want to interrupt the other guys, though.
I almost bought that book years ago. That's beauty.
Yes, the beautiful Dorothy Lamour.
Oh, I love her.
Jamie, you should have been a talk show.
She is the Jungle Princess.
Game show.
The Jungle Princess. I got to see this. Was this a movie serial or what?
I think it's from the Jungle Princess, that movie that was done back in the early 40s.
Okay. I have to see if I can find this on the internet and watch it.
I don't think I've ever seen it either.
Beautiful color. I don't like that somebody.
Ray Milland, I think, was in it.
They got a little bit of crayon on here. I don't know. Maybe I can get that off.
Probably take that off if you wanted to. It's not that. Ray Milland, is that who was in it with her?
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then I picked this up because I don't know. It has the Mark Jewelers insert in it. They had a whole box of comics just with Mark Jewelers inserts. Can you believe that?
Oh, those are all key issues, Captain. You should have grabbed them all.
The Starfire is a great series.
Yeah,
no one remembers it, but
Well, I got it because of the spider, and then then he said, well, they're all Merc Jeweler inserts too, because I like spider.
Changed her costume there. I like the old costume better.
Yeah, and look at the way she's standing there, spread with her legs like that. It's kind of weird.
She's deep in battle there.
Good weird or bad weird?
Kind of just weird. Period. I don't know.
We couldn't get them.
These I got on eBay for $7 a piece. 1947, 157.
Yeah, Napoleon.
Those are great books.
That's Comic Tom, isn't it, in the bottom there?
Be nice, be nice.
He doesn't watch this channel.
There he is.
He's troll. He's got his people trolling.
Oh, please. It looks just like him. I'm sorry.
I'm messing with you.
It looks exactly like him.
I don't know. Yeah, well, the hair's a little long, and
oh yeah,
she's a little busty there too.
Oh, it's a girl. Oops, sorry.
I don't know. Who the hell knows, man? But this one is in higher grade. It's got a $7.
Those are like hours of fun.
Chief Wahoo.
Yeah, these are real funny books. These are the actual real funny books, and
I like the title up there, the way they did that and stuff. I mean, it looks old and nostalgic.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah.
It is old.
It is.
That's
You're
about
right.
all what I got. That's what I picked up at the con, and I showed this, didn't I? Didn't I show this?
I don't know.
Sure, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
We'll see it again.
yeah. I don't mind looking at it again.
So that's it, man. That's all.
I'm at a point in my life where I can look at old comic books twice or 2 or 3 times.
That's a nice number 5, Sheena number 5. Have you got?
Yeah, throw that in my pile.
Have you got many of those, Captain?
The Sheenas?
Yeah, that Sheena run.
No, I have a few, maybe like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah,
not many.
I don't have one yet.
I can get rid of the spine roll. It's got a slight spine roll. I know how to get rid of that, but
yeah,
I might not, or I might. I don't know.
I have a video on how to do it with a household iron.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
There you go.
That's how I get rid of the spine roll.
Is the old-fashioned press? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You can't
Mama's
use it
press.
to press the book, but you can use it to get rid of a spine roll.
Mama's press.
And to make your shirt look better.
Yeah, make sure.
That's why when I stay in
anybody should.
hotels, when I
Is
stay
that
in
a lobby
hotels, I
card
bring my
behind you?
comic.
Is that a lobby card behind you, but behind your head?
Oh, yeah, that's a reproduction of Rita Hayworth. I got this from Leo. He picked it up. I don't know where he picked it up actually, but it's a reproduction. It's not an original.
Okay.
Ah,
Did you
Rita
tell him I
Hayworth.
said to start a YouTube
Rita
channel?
Hayworth.
An Instagram?
Cover girl. I love these old films. There's an app called Halloween Plus. It's all primarily movies that are in the public domain, but they show a lot of the great old movies of Bela Lugosi and a lot of other suspense and film noir.
Yeah,
And it's without any commercials, So.
even better.
So that's it for me. That's all what I got right now. Mhm.
All right. I'll show
Good
some
stuff,
stuff real
Captain.
quick. I mainly want to see what you guys have because you guys have got amazing stuff. Let's see. Here's dang, these idiots staple it both ways. Maybe someone restaple it, but I really don't want to be cut with a staple from the 60s. The Forbish Gazette.
Oh wow, that's
It's a
nice.
fanzine.
That
It's
would make a great story
mimeograph.
for your biography.
It's what is it?
That would make a great story for your biography.
I was
died
killed
from
by
the
a
Russian
fanzine from 1967. Yeah. The Loss of Ditko, For Better or Worse. This is the stuff that the teachers would torture you with, these mimeographs, also called dittos, when you're in school, except they would fade after many decades. So they're comparing Ditko's Peter Parker to John Romita's and the different Aunt Mays. So this is, I already showed this on my channel. This is December, January 66, 67. So that's that. This one was printed in a little bit better way where you can still read it.
Now, did you pick these up through your journey through life, or where did you get all these?
Yes, I got everything on my journey through life. I don't remember where I got them, but it was back in Texas. It would either have been in Lone Star Comics or maybe a store called Remember When, because Remember When was a store run by one of Buddy Saunders, ran Lone Star Comics. Right. I guess still does. He might be retired. It might be his son and wife that run it. But he had a friend. Man, I can't remember. I think his name was Larry Herndon. And then there were three guys, and they did a homemade comic book called
Stars and Stripes.
It had Star in it because of Lone Star State.
I have an issue of it.
Yeah, and they had their own little superheroes and stuff, and
pretty cool.
Anyway, one of his friends had muscular dystrophy, and he had his own comic store and pulps and movie posters, and it was this is by the way from October of 67, and he had a great collection, but he passed away, and his wife took over the store, and all that great stuff was there, but you had to get through Aunt B to buy it, and she sounded exactly like Aunt B. It was horrifying because you go in there, she'd be singing music from Cats very loudly. It was a horrible experience.
You still traumatized.
Anyway, that's maybe where I got those, because he was big, and that's where I got my comic book spinner rack too. Because they used to put the new comics on Wednesday in a spinner rack, and some of the collectors didn't like that, so they got rid of it and sold 2 spinner racks for $25 each. And I got one of them, and my friend Joe Riley got the other one. Anyway.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I didn't really prepare for tonight, so I'm just showing you just random shit I've got here that I have to file away. But I can't compete with all that wonderful Fiction House stuff you guys are showing.
That's all good there too.
There's something I'll never reprint.
Oh, nice!
That's awesome.
There's a cover where it's just a woman. There's like a saloon girl in bed putting on her stockings on the cover of one of these. That's like, how does that get approved by the Comics Code? Let's see. Sergeant Hawk. I could have sworn there was a
cool cover.
Man, I'm trying to remember what was John Wayne's name in Sands of Iwo Jima? Was it Sergeant Hawk? I can't remember. I could look it up on my phone, but I swear there's a comic series that has the same name he had in that. Oh boy, what other garbage do I have?
What did you say? Was there garbage?
I call everything garbage. Yeah, it's just an expression. Here's amazing.
No, that's great.
Awesome. I
love that, man.
Yeah. See, I'm being very slick covering the price tag.
Because
that one I got from Kevin. You were complaining about pulps earlier. What was it? People are listing pulps with comics, and it's upsetting you.
It's your worst nightmare, Night Tiger.
Ran at the beginning.
Wow.
That's a great one, though. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nice sci-fi cover.
You told me to go for it. Now you're dogging on me.
No, I want you to go for it. I'm trying to set you up for it.
Oh, okay.
No, it's cool. The original comic stores, the way I remember Lone Star Comics when it first opened, it was Lone Star Comics and science fiction. It was comics, and then they had science fiction paperbacks. To me, that's what fandom was. And then all of a sudden, it became all this other stuff: cards and sports cards, and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and Funko Pops. It's like something.
How many Funko Pops do you own?
Maybe 20. I don't keep them in the boxes like morons. I bought some because it's like the 60s Addams Family, or it's like Kirby.
That's a great moral cover.
It is.
Yes, indeed. But
I don't have one. I don't have one Funko Pop. I don't have room for them.
Well, yeah. Just at least I don't call them Funko. My wife and I call them embryos, because that's what they look like. Man, I better go to someone that actually has good books, because I'm just wasting people's time.
That's great stuff.
Let's go back to Night Tiger.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
Night Tiger is homework. So what's going on? They're listing new listings for new comics that they've gotten into the store. They're mixing in pulps with it.
No, the new listings for their stock that they recently purchased, comics, they mix it with pulps. And sometimes you'll just get the whole. They do like 50 pictures with listings, and then the rest is just text. So then you'll get like over half pictures of just pulps and no more comics.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to My Comic Shop on the eBay or to their home site?
No, to their home site.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, so am I up?
Yeah.
So I found my other one.
You got your other one out.
Oh, cool.
No, my other one is a full copy. It's a 3.0, and I paid $150 for that, and I paid $50 for this one missing the centerfold.
Nice.
So,
cool, man.
Schomburg. What else?
You can just draw your own centerfold and staple it in and imagine what will happen with the story.
We got a key here, people.
135.
Key. And we got it signed. By who I forgot. Oh, Dick Ayers.
I got one signed by Klaus Schwab.
Carl
I think
Schwab.
I got one signed by Jimmy.
He was the founder of Hydra.
Yeah.
I just picked up a second copy of Miss Firehair Comics #1.
All right.
Didn't you just get a fire hair from Kevin Jambo?
Yes, I did.
Mike, when are you going to get your third and fourth copy of that?
Whenever I find it, this was $25 complete. You can't pass it up. That's a good book. I picked this one up recently.
I wouldn't need. Oh, that's great, man.
Oh, there you go, Eric. Look at there.
Kind of got a little Western theme on there. He's getting a little tongue.
I'm kind of missing Eric on these shows.
Speaking of tongue, how about some marriage?
Yeah. Lady Blackhawk.
Almost looks like a Nazi wedding there.
I think someone was showing Gothic comics or something.
That's why I think they changed their outfits to look more disco in the 70s, because they did look a little German.
Third Reiche, yeah. That's a good one, Mike.
But you have to admit, the Nazis had great uniforms, even though they were evil. They had cool equipment, guns, tanks. Their uniforms.
Yeah, all of it was pretty good.
It's just, why couldn't we have had those uniforms?
First, our Bronze Age Spectre.
Yeah,
I've got that.
Nice high grade copy there.
I've got that Blackhawk wedding one too. I'm pretty sure.
How about this one?
I have that one too. It's weird. I can't
Very
bring you
nice.
because they're buried. But
I love the brave and the bold.
I just picked up this book here, Hans, today.
Oh, is that? Yeah, I have that. Yeah,
I
looks
paid
like my
30
posture.
$30 for it.
Yeah, it's nice. I have another one where it's coming, where it looks just like that, except that the water's going into his galoshes.
I picked up a second copy of this today. Christmas cover.
With poop eye.
21. I think that's from 1938.
Wow.
That's an early baby.
I was feeling left out, so I had to grab one of these.
Ah,
Oh,
Right. Nice.
gotta make sure he's gonna show us the boobies, right?
It's lunchtime.
Is that 100 or 114?
114.
Okay. Oh, there's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Was
What's
that
going
Mr.
on here? Something naughty.
What
Is that
year is
Baker?
that?
This is 54. Summer of 54.
Early bikini issue.
That was a good year because the code came a little bit later. Zago?
Zago.
Zago.
Who does this cover, Jamie? I have no idea.
Probably Cayman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hans, I just picked this one up this weekend.
Cool.
First Neil Adams on Dead Man.
Mm-hmm.
We got this.
That's very cool right there.
Yeah.
Look at that chick in the background.
Is that
I
Mr.
love those helmets that they have on.
Is that Mr. Wood, Wally Wood?
I don't know. I don't know who does it.
Huh.
50.
Kinda
This is from
A little
50,
reminiscent of Wallace.
1951.
Ooh,
That's a
that's
good one.
nice.
First appearance of Master Man.
Skull and
And
Bones.
last appearance, he gets killed on the end.
Oh, man, you spoiled it for me. Come
Oh,
on.
you have it? Did you get this?
No, I don't have it. I was planning on getting it, but now I don't need to. So, major victory. That's nice, man.
are you gonna smash it out of there?
I will eventually.
Hit the hammer, man. Come on, let's go.
Actually, I was looking at pulling one out. Which one was that?
I'd like to see how it's done, but I don't want to
wouldn't,
put you on the
I
spot.
wouldn't break it out of a slab. If it's a low grade like that, I would never break it out.
Oh, I want to touch it. I want to smell it. I want to feel it.
You might damage it.
I want to take it around the room in the low light.
You can dance with it.
I don't care if I damage it. At least I've got to touch it one time.
I don't know, man.
Not me. I like to handle my book. I
That's a great
handle
one.
my books.
I mean, I wouldn't. Are these books that everyone says, well, I can just read them online, but are books like that online?
No, that's like having sex with a blow up doll. It's not the same.
Well,
And he's smashing that guy right in the chin.
Wow.
The ray, and he has the ray coming down on him like that.
Bozo the Robot, Espionage, Wings Wendell.
what's
and
the guy at the bottom
Invisible
called?
Justice.
Invisible
He
Justice.
puts the hood on. He's like, no one can see me. I'm invisible.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Look at that stamp up there, that star. That's got to be military.
Yeah,
I've never,
well, you probably. I mean, that I guess they did it back then. But I was when I was a kid, I saw them stamping my comics with the star when I
but
bought
this
them. as a kid.
big? That big?
Well, I wasn't a kid in 1942, but in the 70s they were.
I've only seen 3 comics that have a star stamp that big.
Well, is that World War II era
40, I think.
or before? Okay,
41.
well, it's
1941.
probably what it was, but it could have been something else.
Oh, there you go.
I can only
Lady
speak for
Luck.
the 70s.
The female Green Hornet.
Yeah.
Lady Duck, Lady Luck, Lady Duck. That's another nice cover.
$20 find on eBay.
Oh, you're
Nice.
killing me, man. Yeah. What's
I
the
know,
issue
I
number?
didn't
Is that
even
number
know this
2?
stuff. Huh?
What's the issue number? Is that number 2?
2, yeah. Joe, Tennessee Joe, he just picked up issue 3, I think,
Wow.
in his latest haul. The Duke of Darkness.
Yeah.
This has some great art in it. Really cool, kind of horror-esque stuff.
The Duke of Darkness. That is funny.
There you go. Nice Schomburg.
So Jerry has my 55? He has my first Madame Mask. And he's cleaning it. He's cleaning it, pressing it, and he also has my Thrilling Comics Doc Strange Nazi cover where he's catching the torpedo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or the torpedo's coming at him, and I think he's punching the guy in the airplane.
So do you remove the staples carefully and then take the cover off and put it in liquid? Is that how it? And then you put the original staples back in and bend them back? What if the staples break? You have to get another.
This guy's a master. He's a master.
I mean, have you done it, or you rely on him?
I do it. I'm still the staple part. That's the hardest. You got to really be careful if you don't want to have detection that someone can tell that you did it. So I'm not up to that level yet. I'm practicing though. But I send him staples when he's doing my book. I send him. I got coverless copies from the 40s and early 40s. I sent him. He did a video on the staples I sent him. I did little facts on World War II and stuff.
Yeah, when those books get dunked in the chemical,
no, it's not chemical. It's just water. Maybe a drop of detergent.
Yeah, don't they lose a little bit of color?
They can. So it's a trade-off because you want to remove. If your book's really dirty,
you
want to remove all the dirt and maybe just a tiny bit of the ink, or do you want to leave the ink and leave all the dirt on it? This is number 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I doing?
It's in nice shape.
Yep.
These were in a dollar bin.
I've shown it before, but whatever store this is.
Yeah.
It was a different shop in town.
Wow.
He tries to just move stuff. A lot of times he gets in a mood. He gets in a mood where he prices stuff, but mostly he's in the mood where he just wants to move stuff.
Yeah.
You'll see, because I got some other books coming up that I bought for $1 that you'll be like, what? So this is what number? That's 4. So he had the full set.
Yeah.
And then number 5. So obviously someone came in and they were taking up space and they probably wanted a few bucks. And he said, I'll take them for whatever, $5 for all of them and then sell them for 10 or whatever. Anyways, so I found this in a dollar bin in the same store.
Yeah. Frazetta cover.
Number issue 1.
Yeah, I bought that when it came out.
What does this have? Is this one or number 2 have the Surfer story that they finish off? I think it's 1, isn't it?
I thought it was the first one, but I can't remember.
It's Corbin, right? Richard Corbin cover.
Number 2.
They were trying to do heavy metal.
I don't know. They don't have numbering. This is June 82 now. Mermaid cover.
Yeah, I wasn't buying it then.
You're buying it now. Look at that. Wrap it up. And then April 83.
Oh.
And then remember, this is dollar bin. He had almost the whole heavy metal run. So I got 1 for $1. And really nice high grade too. Wow. I didn't know what kind of find this was. I just said, let me find the number 1, from watching all the key collectors. So I picked out this one also, November 1990, but it's Frazetta interview and cover.
Yeah. That UPC code really.
I know. I'm going to take a black marker in.
That's what I would do. Yeah. I recommend that.
Well, just put a black piece in there, slide it down in there, a little black piece of cardboard.
CGC says it's not a defect if you do that.
I just got this one because of the skulls. I think this is the latest issue that was in there.
Yeah. You better not.
Is,
You should have spent your money on some of those dollar books.
this is a dollar book.
Well, I meant like one of those good ones.
I like it's cool. The skulls for Halloween when you have
Well,
like the
yeah, it's just these new heavy metals that I've seen are pretty horrible inside.
this one is $2.90. I don't know where it's from. Hey, Buster. This was $1.
Oh,
emergency.
It's not colored in or anything.
Oh man.
Was Randolph Mantooth, was he Native American? I guess that name Mantooth, it's like what? I've never heard of anyone named Mantooth before.
They had a lot of the National Lampoons, but this is the only one that didn't have a naked woman on the cover.
Yeah, well, that's a comics issue, and
Yep.
that's good.
There's
good
a
stuff.
rendition that Neil Adams does of another dead man in here. It's really funny.
Yeah, those are all reprints from the magazine. Yeah,
Oh, are they? But it's cool, you know, have them all in here.
yeah.
Hey, Buster. And then because we showed a naked woman,
Damn.
the
I got that.
Batwing. The
Is that the one
Batwing. I had FOMO, man. I got the last one.
Is that the one with the infamous, you know what?
Yeah, this is the first print.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, cat.
Why would
Go.
What's that pussy doing there?
He's trying to jump, but he's going to scatter my comics all over. Oh.
so? Is that book any good, or is it just bought as a curiosity because someone had bad judgment? I would burn that.
They watered it down. The story was watered down. It was like they wrote those story and then they broke it up into issues. And you know how that goes. So here's the original Bat Natarang. Oh my goodness! I got more. If you want me to show more,
I don't have anywhere. Well, I do have somewhere to go, but I'll hang out as long.
okay. Here, how about this? I love this colors on this cover.
Yeah.
It's a good story too. I put this one on the wall. It's just that green in the background is so cool, and the wax board.
How do you do your comic wall?
Meaning,
Do you use those? How do you put the comics on the wall? Do you use those little white wire?
no,
things?
I got these things. I find one here. I did put some fishing line here to try it. It worked not too well because the books just fell after I took this out. But I put these up on the rail.
Oh, okay.
Every like foot and a half or something.
So
you got the white wire shelf hanging on your wall, and
Yeah.
Okay.
See them in the background?
I can't really tell. I would have thought they were. I don't really see the shelf. I can't.
Yeah, I actually didn't do it the right way. I should have put the other shelves underneath the bottom of the shelf above it, so you don't see the top of the rack.
Yeah, I'd like to see more videos, tutorials on how people do comic walls. Or
Well, let me be honest. My wife's the one that hung them all.
Yeah.
well,
She's the handy person. She went to 2 different colleges.
oh,
She's the master of the disaster.
She's got all the power tools and all the power.
bummer.
You see the little skull guy there? There's a good girl right here, but it was $20. It was missing that piece.
it almost looks like that's the kid's arm extending down, but it's all distorted like that horrible AI art.
Let's look at this. You got to add here, Classic Comics.
Yeah. So this is the same company that did. Oh my gosh!
Oh, nice page, man. Wonderful.
Detached cover. There you go. Look, some good girl in the back.
Dr. Silver Age.
Let's see what else. Pee-wee. Buster, get out of here. We got Kid Patrol.
That's nice artwork, man. That golden age stuff.
Nazi.
Yeah, I remember
Nazi.
Silver Age Dave showing how to do that. Now that I think about it, he did a bunch of those
Ooh.
videos.
Dude, look at this.
You froze. Oh, there. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I really miss Silver Age Dave's videos.
Yeah.
That was $20 off eBay. You guys see all these books I find for $20, but it doesn't just happen like that. It could be months. It could be a year before I find a nice $20 book.
How often do you check eBay? Like multiple
Not much
times a
anymore
day?
because I don't got no money. We're trying to pay the house off, but I make tips on certain weeks. And I did a big money run.
Nice old faucet there.
I got a book I'm purchasing after we get off the show, Golden Age. My wife's not happy about it, but
Uh-oh.
That is really nice looking.
number 16, Bozo, Ray, Wings, Wendell, who cares? And Invisible Justice. Damn cats. They come in, they go out. But they can't use a doorknob. This is the first use of Halloween, the word Halloween in comic books.
Do they have the apostrophe between the two E's?
Yeah. See how they shortened it?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. When did they take the apostrophe out of Halloween? I think that's what's wrong with the world today.
What's better than one?
They got rid of the apostrophe in Halloween.
It's a great story. These Nazis are doing their spy stuff in a house, so they pretend it's haunted. They dress up like ghosts so people won't come around. And who should interfere but them damn kids, Billy
So
Bat.
you're saying that's the first comic book to mention the holiday Halloween?
No, it's to use the word Halloween. Before it was Hallows Eve. So it's the first time they used Halloween in a comic book. A huge key. It's worth millions of dollars.
Oh, you're making that up.
No, I'm not making it up. It's true.
I don't know.
You don't know, but I do, and I'm telling you, it is. You got to start watching my channels, brother.
I got to research that.
Check it out.
Tip
Tell me
top.
if I'm wrong. So we got Floating Heads. I don't know who do we got there? Bronco Bill, Fritzy Ritz, Jim Hardy, Ellis
Lil Abner.
and Lil Abner.
Yeah.
It's got a stamp on it. No, that's not a stamp. Spear in hand, Tarzan stood poised, ready to strike. April 1938.
Nice.
Crime Incorporated. I'm not seeing the chat because I'm showing. So if there's anything.
Oh, let's see. Comic book curator said that you have an OnlyFans page. Comic book. He said it's the best smell old comics. He says he loves the Tarzan on that book. And Jackson Merkirk says, I don't know how he's selling them. I know he has an eBay store, but I haven't seen much activity on it.
Who?
Oh, they're talking about Silver Age
Oh,
Dave.
me?
Possibly. No, they're talking about Silver Age Dave possibly selling his collection. I don't know the story on that. I have no idea. It's just a rumor right here. He used to talk about someday he knew he would sell it. I mean, I know he's got a large family. He talked about how his eyesight was getting worse, and so someday he would just. And he said he would know the right time. So maybe he has decided, but I just don't know because he seems to be AWOL.
Jamie, it's the lovely Cleopatra.
I'm seeing that. I like that.
I ought to get some more Cleopatra comics. My wife's name is Cleopatra, but I couldn't afford that issue. I don't think.
Oh, wow, Smith. I wonder if he's related to me. Oh,
How much was that? About $20?
Huh?
Was that about $20?
No, I paid $65 with shipping for that.
Oh my goodness.
This was 20, I think. This was $26.95. I won it at auction.
Oh, is that a skeleton down there?
That's a Hitler story right there. Ashes of Death, the true story may happen. That's if Hitler wins the war.
Oh my gosh. What
The
a
art in here is absolutely horrible. Really bad. But it's a cool book. It's Street and Smith. It's 1941.
Uh-huh.
Propaganda there. They're telling you if Hitler wins, this is what's going to happen.
Well, we weren't even at war with him yet. I guess everyone knew it was inevitable.
But we could have been. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
We weren't really at war until the beginning of 42.
Let's see here. Whoa, there's a horror book, right? FREAKOUT. We got to see that. The Mad Mamba.
Oh yeah,
I got that issue.
You know how much I paid for this on my comic shop? $34 shipped.
Oh wow, really?
Split cover all the way.
So basically, it's coverless. I mean, it's got a cover, but
it's got a back and front cover.
But use some archival mending tape on the inside.
But see, my comic shop does that. If it's like got that big defect, they lower that price.
Yeah,
a lot of times. If you look at you find new listings. I see stuff I go on there and it's sold already. I get so mad. For like $16, it was like a $200 comic the other day.
Yeah. I got a huge pile over here of dollar books that I got at Fan Expo. I just didn't. I got to bag them board these yet. Oh, Junior Mint.
Yeah. The lovely Miss Patsy
Walker. Yeah.
Way to love. Oh,
more romance. Eric.
These are realistic romances. They actually have.
You must not have a contagious disease if she gets that close to him.
What a dynamic crime cover.
It looks very EC-like.
DS Publishers. You might know this title. Look at what kind of car is that? That's a tank. Can you imagine back in the day when those big cars were zooming around like that?
Yeah, those were big road cars, roadsters.
I had a Le Mans 74, which was a boat.
That's nice.
Yeah.
This was a $100 auction win. I was jumping up for joy. I remember I was so sick that night. I couldn't believe I won it. My first ghostly weird.
LB Cole.
Is that Zuckerberg there?
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher.
The Black Hood. MLJ. These are a really cool series. They're so scarce compared to other stuff.
Yeah.
Some Kirby and Simon.
That's beautiful.
Who published those, Mike?
Prize, Mainline.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it had 3 different names. And then you got your Jaime Reyes. I mean, the real Blue Beetle.
I think Prize and Crestwood were a couple of Simon and Kirby imprints there.
Yeah.
Imagine if the movie was that Blue Beetle, the one that's coming out whenever.
It should be.
Yeah. I don't know what this Cybertronic thing is. Is that the way the new comic looks? This the way it's depicted in this new movie?
Well, I don't know.
There's some.
This is the last issue. They disappear.
Yeah. Yeah.
$10 at my comic at LCS. This book doesn't normally go below 100.
Holy moly!
Do they actually in the story? Do they?
I haven't read it yet. I'm savoring it for someday when I go back on vacation. Bondage. Kinsler. Raymond. Is it Everett Raymond Kinsler?
Yeah.
I love this whole title, except number 1 is not a Good Girl cover. I don't care about that one. The other 3 are. I think I have the other 3. With some All-Star, Sparkling, Holyoke. And then we have Professor Supermind and Son in Popular Comics, one of their original superheroes.
That's a great looking cover right there. Yeah.
Sell one of them.
They're my twins. I can't get rid of them. And then I'll end it with a Fox romance. He's getting a fur.
Hey, all he's getting. That's
$5.
not the only.
$5 on.
That's not the only fur he's getting.
So
$5. Look, it says $5 and a Gerber 5.
from where was that?
eBay.
Oh,
Split cover.
oh, okay.
No,
So
it's a
that's
really
I
tough.
guess a
book.
lot of people just will not buy split covers.
Well, not if they don't get to it first.
All right. Well, I don't remember who goes next, Jambo or Cal. I'll go to Hans,
Oh
unless you'd rather me go to Jambo.
no, that's okay. I
No,
got.
go ahead.
I don't know if I can show you all these. They were like $1.50, but I bought like 60
I got
books.
time. Unless you don't
60
want to.
60 books, and he gave them to me for $1 a piece.
Wow.
So, Weird War number 26. It's the grades are like very good, good plus, and fine.
That looks okay.
I think this is my second copy. It's a bit of a off center. I like where they're getting thrown off the roller coaster ride.
Mm.
The demons.
Those are great reads, though. I love reading.
Oh yeah. The Witching Hour number 52.
Yeah, that's a classic one right there.
I got
That's a good deal because those usually go for at least 3 most times.
yeah, well they were lower grade kind of, so that's this one is
Big villain art,
Black Hawk.
big chins. He's
So
got
these
those big
books
round
were
chins.
just unsorted in boxes without bags, or
yeah, they were just this is the way they came. This has a little bit of a split
Oh,
down
That one's
there.
going to look good in Mylar, though.
But $1, you know.
That's going to look good in
Yeah.
Mylar.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
$1.
You got me into Harveys now.
Well, they were what started a lot of kids, you know, with the collecting. $1. It's got a rough,
Oh, yeah.
spine there. See that?
Yeah, so what? That has so much good stuff in it. I love those. 13 Chilling Tales, man. Isn't that Tony Stark?
Kind of looks like him, right?
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I always get anything with a skull cover.
Those are thick. Those are those 25 pagers.
This is in pretty nice shape here. This one. It's from 1966. Nice 12 center.
The Elder Bin is my second home, says Comic Creator 68.
Can't beat it for $1, man.
I showed that trailer for that Indian Archie's movie. I turned the sound down, but it still had said copyright claim last week.
That's a nice one. I like that.
Yeah. It's just kind of what the Mad. I think Mad gave it a kind of the Mad look. I think Mad had borders, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a Kurtzman thing.
Did Leo go with you to that place?
Yeah. He dragged me there.
Did you tell him I said to start an Instagram?
Yeah, he's gonna try to do that.
Oh wow.
He has an Instagram account actually, but he doesn't. He has to get into how how to upload the photos and stuff, which is pretty easy to do. But I mean, I don't know. This
What
is kind of funny. Look
What
at
year is that?
1967.
Oh wow.
That's what I
It's a
thought.
skunk cover. No, it ain't a skunk cover.
Let's go to splash page.
Skunk splash page. That's what it is.
There's so much going on that border. They look high grade from here.
No, this is probably in very good plus. This is a fine at least. This one here.
That's a Jim Starlin cover.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't have that one. That's really cool.
Nice.
Ah, and Carter.
Joker 68.
Road North.
That's good.
Joker 68 says he can't believe you're still up. You're too old, he said.
He's there.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a little bit of low grade there. Missing a piece.
Throw it in a Mylar. She'll look beautiful.
Yeah, not bad for $1. I mean, some of these are pretty great. I mean,
Studebaker. That's what I thought, missing Mars. But I don't know my cars. I didn't want to sound stupid.
here's a Space War.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you reorganize your background?
Yeah, just for the giveaway that I'm doing on the 27th. After that, it's going to return to the mess I always have. This is really nice, man.
Don't you love it?
It's a nice shape, man. I mean, I would say a fine plus at least.
Wow.
52 pages.
Those damn kids, they got too many pages back then. We only get 8 now in the new comics.
It's nice interiors.
Wow, that
White,
looks very white.
Yeah.
You got to send it into CGC.
No, screw them.
It's the American way.
Well, if I sell something and it's an expensive book, I'll probably get it graded. Yeah, because that's how they sell.
Right.
But and these are all nice. I didn't even realize how. Yeah, this is really nice, man.
Nice. Yeah, that's. I buy those for $1 all day long. Twice on Saturday, 3 times on Sunday.
This one is not as good as the others. But 52 pages. Oh, it's gonna make that cover, man. Then I got a Jigsaw number 2. I already have this, but I'm not gonna pass it up for $1.
No. Wow, look at those models. Nice.
I already have this Thriller-rama. I got a whole bunch more here, but I don't want to go through all of this. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery.
Great cover on that one. Oh, there's the sea monkeys.
Yeah.
$1.25.
Sea monkeys and Mark of the Devil on the bottom. This is a lower grade again. It's got stuff on the spine there. Nice crease going down the middle there too.
Big worlds.
A lot of them are reading material here, you know.
Yes.
What year is this from? 1958. Nice interior pages for 1958 book. Little lot of food land. Boy, that kid sure loves to eat. Wendy the Good Little Witch. And some more new funnies. For some reason, I guess these probably weren't read, and they were just stored away, and and look at real quickly or something. 52 pages, pretty nice condition, and then Walter Lanz's and a panda Ranakanda. Look at a little 8-ball there.
Yeah.
Little 8-ball.
What issue?
Hell, I guess there's no number in the front. Can you believe that?
Maybe you have a Canadian one.
It's volume 1, number 119 from 1947. Walter Land's New Funnies.
I think he has 9 more issues and he's out.
Number 119. Little 8-ball. Little Liza Jane. Oh, that's got a nice piece over there. And I'll show a couple more, and then I got another stack, but I got to take off anyway.
All right.
Blazing Six Guns.
Nice.
That's a good cover.
Severin.
I think it is. Yes, I think so. Let's see if there's no signature, but it sure looks like him. There's another Jigsaw, number 1. Oh, it's number 1.
Oh, cool. Score. Keybook.
Uh-oh. And I got a bunch of other stuff here. The little Lulu and Boris Karloff, Man from Uncle, and yeah, but got a bunch of Man from Uncle here, but I'll show those other time there. So that's it.
Okay.
Great stuff, Captain.
Yeah, for a buck, I was really going through that,
I would have been grabbing
I was
all
running
that.
out of money because I didn't want to spend that much, so I didn't bring that much money with me. And
Yeah. Kevin's saying it's Glenn Strange's birthday. I think it's also the day Bela Lugosi passed away. I just think I read that somewhere. Okay, I don't know whose turn it is. Does anyone want to go still?
I'll go.
All right.
Okay, let's see what we got here, peoples. Oh, I never know. Woo!
Shoot.
All right.
All these collectors are biting their nails when Mike's slinging these comics around here.
So what's the deal with the Gratu name? You don't want it anymore?
No, I was not particularly. Orloff is a real family name.
Okay. There's been rumors circulating, so I was asking.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hold on.
What rumors did you hear?
That you didn't like the name and this and that.
Well, usually it's used as an insult. It's like, oh, that Grotto's photography is shitty, or that Grotto,
Is it? I didn't know that.
Well, plus, I don't know.
I don't.
You get sick and tired of it, and it's just kind of a stupid name. I still use it, but it's just.
I don't think it's a stupid name. I think it's pretty.
I
cool.
think it's cool. It's a monster from Marvel, man.
Yeah, I know, but
Look at that
usually when I
opening
hear
page. Look
it
at that splash
mentioned, it's in
page.
a negative way.
Look at that splash page. A shoe. Winthrop Juniors. Someone paid big money to get their ad right there. Green Hornet fights crime.
But who's talking about it?
You know how these rumor mills get started.
Yeah, well, they can all unsubscribe.
Oh, come on, play around with it. This said that you didn't like the name. That's all.
Well, I said it on my show. They can watch my show and find out. I don't give a shit what they say.
Is that bad? I was just asking if you liked it or not. I wasn't believing anybody. I was coming to you. Canadian. That's a Canadian book. I fought for this one, paid 63. The two other ones that went up were the superhero ones.
Joker says, well, that's because most of the time there are liberals that talk to you and ask the way. That's why.
This is from July 39.
You got a few of those tip tops now, don't you?
Yeah, I like those Tarzan covers.
Yeah, they're cool.
Oh, I was telling you, the Good Girl covers. Here's another one.
Oh, Lady Cop.
Boy Detective. I showed that other issue.
Yeah.
Kinsler.
And a Bad Girl.
There's one that I have where he's breaking the door down, and there's this grown, nice-looking woman, and he's running to save her. I'm like, whoa.
I got that one, man, here somewhere.
Can you see where I did restoration?
Eric Breen, I remember you talking about it. So, yeah, I know where to look to, but it's hard to find. Let me see.
It's right there.
Yeah.
I just printed it out and put it behind the cover.
That's what I do when I got problems.
You can never get the exact measurements right. I get close, but
How do you print that out? Do you print that out yourself?
Yeah, on my printer.
Okay.
Yeah, because it takes a few tries. I don't.
You got to get that graded, man.
This was
that's a beautiful copy.
$30 ship from eBay.
There you go.
Get it graded. That's a grade-worthy cut.
It was on there for a while, and I'm like, okay, now I got money. I can't believe no one didn't buy that. This is a variant cover.
Oh, really?
For this special issue, there's a regular cover that looks like the regular classic illustrated cover.
Is that a 35-cent price variant?
I don't know. I found it in a 50-cent bin. I looked it up and I couldn't find it nowhere. Eventually found out it was a variant of the issue.
Oh, love.
You got your photo cover over there of whoever that is.
Huh.
I love this cover. The candles look like her skin. I haven't even read this yet. Oh no, EC? Seance cover. Baltimore Horror, number 25. Man, there was a Ghost Breakers 1 for $100 on my comic shop, and I hesitated for like a couple hours and went back and was gone. So Ghost Breakers.
Looks like a voodoo cover there.
Yeah. House of Mystery with Negative Man. The man the creature feared.
No. Tarzan killing that poor dinosaur, man.
This was $12 and has a cutout there.
What the shit is? Uh-oh.
Some kind of nothing burgers. Okay, Red Dragon #1. Happy to get that book.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. It's cool.
It had a spine roll. It was it was $80. I made an offer and they took it. It was $80. Had a spine roll. I pressed it out and it looked really nice.
Nice.
So I was talking with Jerry how to do this because this tape on here will not separate from the cover with a steamer or heat. So I was like, how am I going to take this off? Because the staples are underneath. He's like, just unfold them and start taking all the wraps off. And I'm going to soak this cover and get this off. Clean it.
Wow.
It's a tough issue to get. One of the last ones I run.
Guys, I got to get going. My wife is texting me.
Okay, brother. I'm going to show a few and I'm done.
All right, Captain. Good seeing you, buddy. Take care.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Great books tonight.
Okay, yeah. Everybody had a lot of great stuff. All right, talk to you later.
See ya.
These are really good. These Charltons before the code, they are really violent and gory.
Slinging that money around there, man.
Here, before I show this one, I gotta grab this one. I'm cornering the market on some of these books.
I see that. Yeah, you're getting like dupes and stuff.
Skyman.
Right.
What a dynamic cover. Look at his gun. Superhero with a gun. And what does he have? Like a radiation warning kind of symbol?
That's what it looks like, right?
He is the weirdest superhero, man. I only read so far Skyman 3, and he like goes in the office, sits down, talks with producers and stuff, like old friends. Oh, I gotta go. Then he walks out the window onto his plane, onto the rope. Love those gloves. That's a nice cover. I think this cover's been reused a couple of times in the Golden Age.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think LB used it on one of these other books. What is it? Do I have it up there? I have another book that looks so much like this. What are those Thrilling Crime Cases books?
Oh, okay.
So now you'll see it every time you go through this.
That's a Fox book there, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that's LB Cole, but it looks like it. But I don't know. He didn't do nothing for Fox.
I know he used a lot of their material later on when he had Star.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Amazing Detective.
$12 eBay win. Because it only has a front cover.
Oh, it doesn't have the back cover?
No.
Well, you can't see it anyway. It's in the bag and board.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Some really thick line work there.
Alley-oop.
You have any of these?
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 of them. I've got number 10, which is the number 1.
I got this one in the Pirate.
I think I've got one of the Schomburg issues. I think he did 2. Schomburg did covers.
You ever see what's that company? Begins with an A. They took over that. They did a few issues in the 50s, or no, 50 later with the code.
That was Standard there, I believe, right?
But the other place, Argo.
Okay.
And people try to get money out of those Argo issues, and there's nothing.
Yeah. That's a great cover there.
That is. This is probably my top 20 books in my collection.
What is that, number 35?
23.
23.
I think
Okay.
it's only like one or two issue covers that he's on, I think.
Yeah, I know it was the early one because it had the triangle 10-cent price.
This is early. This is early too.
Oh yeah.
He's got such a different look on this cover.
Is that one a CC Beck? Doesn't look like it.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Doesn't look like it. Those are great.
She's laughing, and this girl up here is getting branded by the Nazis.
Wow.
Now, how often are you going to see that? Probably Schomburg probably has some of those branding covers in the timelies.
Oh yeah, yeah. Man, those are nice.
Remember those drilling cars that they used in the serials and in the cartoons? Drill right through there. It's like a big screw. See, Dell, they always they never identified the Nazis, but they made them look, that they are.
Yeah.
They never put no insignias or nothing.
Definitely tell.
You want me to keep going? I'll go. We got 15 minutes. Anybody going to show some more?
That's all right. I just had the box of jumbo pulled.
I got that from BWD right there. He sent that.
That's nice.
This was a $20 comic off eBay. That would be cool. 10? No, this was 10 actually.
Wow. LV Cole cover. Yeah. Christmas cover. Oh. Okay. I guess I'm up. I just had some of these still.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna bring you, man.
Oh yeah. The Thing That Kills. That's a pretty good story.
Yeah, it was a good story and pretty good art.
Nice. Is that a Baker?
No, it's Art Soft.
That's a great rendition of her right there.
Yeah, I like the way he drew her. He did no, he didn't do this one. It's number 68.
He did that one too?
No, this one is Doolin, I believe. Joe Doolin.
They must have been dueling over who could draw her better.
Number 7.
Oh, I always love when she's riding the zebra.
This is Joe Doolin and Nick Carty.
Nice.
Yeah, I like when she's riding the zebra too. It kind of reminds me of the movie. Number 71 with some Sheena nudity inside of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That must be your prize book.
She's in the waterfall taking a shower. Just got this one, 79.
Killer. The thing about those is the art inside is from the cover to the back is so good.
Yeah, well, there's several different things. I mean, even if you didn't like Sheena, there's other stuff in there too. So,
but I mean, they had the top artists. They didn't never slacked on art. Not like MLJ or Burrow. Oh, I never saw that one before. What number is that?
Number 82.
That's a really nice cover. I never saw that one before. Is that a tough one to get? I mean,
I got this one long ago. It looks like at Comic Book World for $22.
Wow. So as you look for these, do you gather knowledge on like how scarce certain issues are?
No, I don't worry about how scarce they are or anything like that. Sometimes I will research them and see who did what story, who drew,
Well,
the covers and everything.
But I mean,
like
as you look for books, as you look for the jumbos, you must come through hundreds or thousands of listings. There must be
Right.
certain issues that don't come up very often.
There is certain issues that you see all the time, and then there's certain issues that you never see,
Oh, I love that one. I have that one.
especially the early issues. You just never see the early ones. I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a given, but I'm just trying to find out if there are ones like in between that are for some reason really hard to find. But I'm saying you kind of get the knowledge of that. That's what when I look through listings, that's how I picked up certain books. I'll know that it's scarce because I've only seen one in 2 years. Oh, that's a great one.
that's a Baker, I think, cover. So that one's kind of rough. This one is Doolin again, Joe Doolin.
Can you imagine if they had license to draw blood and wound her sometimes with blood all over her?
There's a few covers that she has like blood on her knife and stuff like that, but most of the time she's just doing that,
Yeah, like her gutting a gorilla or something.
Yeah.
Carrying gorilla parts on her back to camp.
I think, what is it, number 66, I believe, has her stabbing a gorilla with the blood and everything.
66. I gotta look for that.
Yeah. I'll still one or two more. And
there's so many great covers. It's hard to really pick favorites. I still want to get that one where she's in the spiked like thing coming down on top of her to crush her. She's on the rack and they have the spikes, the stone
that
spikes.
was a jungle, right?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I think it is. I like this one. Of course, she's on the zebra again. This is a Baker cover. So, yeah. I'll end with that. I'll let Gratu, I think he's probably ready